Hi, I'm Bill Menchak. I live in Ellisville, Missouri, about 22 miles west of St. Louis, Missouri.
And I'm Terri Menchak, and I live with this guy.
And so you mentioned that some people in your family have had it?
Yeah, on your side, and my daughter had it, but nobody has had a death or anything. It's been they've been sick and they've gone through the flu type symptoms, but nothing extreme or extraordinary.
I did have one uncle who he's 86 and he got it, and he was on a respirator for 22 days, I think. But he came out of it. It was tough, but it was his own fault because he refused to go to the doctor. So he went in when he was finally passing out. So just was what it was. But he came through it too. So yeah, everybody that we know came through it.
And so has it been hard on? Have you noticed any effect it's had on your business or on your ministry?
Yeah, I mean, life as we used to know it's changed. Everything is Zoom related now. Where I used to do group rides, now we're meeting together on a video screen.
Can you clarify the rides for the viewer?
I'm the president of Christian Cycling, and it's a faith-based ministry that includes people that love Jesus and ride bikes, and we use a bicycle as our vessel to tell people about the good news of Jesus Christ. And we have group rides, not always with Christians. Matter of fact, that's not what we're for. We like to ride with everybody and then have the opportunity to tell people why I have that particular jersey on and what my faith base is. But 2 years ago, every night of the week there was a different ride, different groups. Sometimes mountain bikes, sometimes road rides. And nowadays it's kind of through the fear of the COVID, it's kind of dwindled down. The numbers have decreased. A lot of people, including myself, have kind of avoided big mass start rides, and we'll ride with one or two friends and do a lot of stuff on an application called Zwift. That it's a internet-based.
I get to explain this. He has a bicycle in his office and a computer in front of it, and Zwift runs, and it's like a video game, and he sees himself in the video game, and he has everybody he's riding with around him, and he can see their names, and he knows where they are, and it's a big competition on a computer.
Yeah.
The bike trainer is a smart trainer, and so as they're going up hills, the bike actually physically gets harder. As they're going down hills, it gets easier, and then they compete with statistics, and it's a mess.
And you can do just fun rides, or you can do group rides, or you can get out and do races. And you can ride all over the world. One day you'll be riding in France and go right by the Champs-Élysées. The next day you'll be in London going by Big Ben and the London Tower. Then they have a make-believe world called Watopia, where you can be out riding and all of a sudden a dinosaur will walk right in front of you. It's a game, but you get a lot of exercise. Like she says, it's not just spinning the bike. If you're going up a hill at 15%, you're dying and you're shifting. So it's a lot of fun. And I've pretty much been restricted, so it's retirement's still phenomenal. It's not exactly what I had in mind. COVID and retirement kind of messed it up a little bit.
Yeah, for us, I work from home. I have since 2007 and full time. And so with Bill being home from retirement, that was our big adjustment. COVID kind of didn't even really play into it, except for the fact that he wasn't going outdoors quite as much. But it's been kind of fun because now he's home all the time.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Not so much COVID, but the fact that
being together more.
Yeah.
And so have you suffered any anxiety from this year? With this year any less happy in general than other years?
Speaking just for me, the anxiety's gone. I'm not getting up and going to work anymore. I don't set an alarm clock. One of my favorite sayings is I've got 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday every week.
So COVID didn't really even affect you?
Not too much.
For me, the only thing that really has bugged me is we have a neighbor, and we've been taking care of her for about 10 years now, I guess, and she's in a nursing home now. She turns 100 at the end of the month, and we have not been able to see her since the 27th of March of last year. And because she has dementia, you can't Zoom with her. She's never seen a computer. She doesn't understand it. And you also can't go visit her outside the window in the nursing home, because then she thinks they're holding her prisoner, and she gets all upset because she wants to go with her friends, you know, and go out. So that's been really hard. So we're hoping that they're going to make an exception for us and actually let us go in and have a party for her when she turns 100, but we don't know yet.
Have you had a shot, a vaccine, or are you going to get one?
She has, so.
But we haven't.
Yeah, we're not up yet for the eligibility.
Are you going to get one when you can?
I am. You're not sure?
I'm not sure. I'm waiting to see if people start growing a third eye. On such short testing, I'm skeptical is all, a little bit.
And let's say in general, what is your overall feeling about this last year in COVID and your current, say, psychological health and just overall feeling of well-being?
I know it's real. I've got concerns. I'm skeptical about what the government's reporting. The news media sensationalizing it.
The money they've spent.
The money they've spent on it. I understand that it's a real and devastating thing. Anybody that's been involved and had losses for it, but I'm hoping it's just not a social experiment to see how they can control the nation. I can't. I have no proof of that, or I'm just skeptical is all.
And yourself?
Yeah, pretty much the same. It hasn't been really hard on us, but I know other people, it has been really hard, especially the younger kids. And we hear that from our daughter that at the high school level, lots of kids are really struggling, and they're glad to be back in school now.
I really empathize with the small business owners. The people that the government shut down, or because of restaurants and little businesses, but yet your Walmarts and Home Depots are all open. The people that could stand to maybe be closed, where the little businesses, their income was based on the number of customers they had. So I'm real empathetic to the small business owner.
Very good. On March the 8th, in what town are we in right now?
Right this second, you're in Ellisville, Missouri.
Thank you very much for your opinions. Thank you.
Yeah.